everyone, and here's our devotional for Tuesday, October 2nd, 2018. Reason not to fear. I will trust when I am afraid. And you will be hated by all men for my name's sake, but he who endures to the end will be saved. When they persecute you in this city, flee to another. For assuredly I say to you, you will not have gone through the cities of Israel before the Son of Man comes. Therefore do not fear them, for there is nothing covered that will not be revealed, and hidden that will not be known. Matthew 10:22 and 23, and verse 26 also. Jesus gave instructions to his disciples before sending them out on a mission trip to proclaim the good news of his arrival to those who lived in Galilee. They preached the need to believe in him and accept him as their Messiah and Savior. I can see Jesus and his disciples standing under a tamarisk tree, listening intently as the Master speaks in a low voice. I imagine that some of the disciples gripped their staffs a little tighter as the time to depart drew near. They had seen how some people hated Jesus and rejected his message. They had seen how his own people of Nazareth almost pushed him off the cliff. They had seen how the Sadducees and Pharisees dogged his steps and took notes to report back to their chiefs in Jerusalem. Now it was their turn to face the animosity of the world. Jesus' words were not altogether reassuring. They will hate you, he said, just as they hate me, but don't fear them. Why should they not fear those who would persecute them and give them trouble? Because God was leading them to this task, and he would be with them. Down through the ages, we have the record of thousands of people who have looked their persecutors in the eye and said, I do not care what you do with this body. My home is out of this world and I am going there soon. And they died with those words still ringing off the cobblestones or walls. These people leave us one clear message. Fear God and him alone, and all other fears will disappear. If you truly believe that God is in control of all things and that he has promised to be with you, then you don't have to fear the future. There are so many uncertainties in our world today. We may face the loss of our jobs, our health, our finances, our homes. But Jesus' words ring down through the centuries to us in America today. Do not be afraid. Stand firm on his promises, and he will be with you every step of the way. They didn't give me a question. Yeah, that's definitely a tough one, you know. I've often heard it said too, you know, the verse says that there's other verses too that have said, you know, if they hate you, it's because they hate me. And it's like, you know, if we're being persecuted, it's because of Jesus, not us. And it's hard, you know. In my life, I live in the United States, so I've had pretty much freedom, you know, but I've had little bits of persecution here and there. And they weren't, I wasn't like put to death or anything, obviously, but I've had, you know, just ridicule over some Christian decisions that I've made. And it's not easy. It's not fun. It's not easy. But you know what? God was with me, and he brought me through all of that. And he brings us all through everything. And I'm so glad that we don't have to be afraid because of that. So, may the Lord bless you all and be with you till tomorrow.